What's happening, everybody? This is Unapologetically Significant coming back at you with another episode that is just going to it's going to make you dance
Yes,
and sing.
and sing.
And it don't matter if you can't sing,
Yeah.
okay? That's all right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can't carry a tune if it was tied to my back. So, but it doesn't prevent me from trying.
Wow. One on your
No,
back?
no, there's
Oh,
nothing.
okay,
Nothing back
okay,
there.
nothing back there.
Nothing to see here.
We safe, okay? All right, so what are we talking about tonight?
All right, everybody. Today we're going to talk about GLP-1s right now. That is the flavor of the year, I want to say.
Ooh.
Every celebrity that we know is on it, influencer, your coworker that suddenly lose 30 pounds. He's probably on it too. But the real question is, what exactly is a GLP-1? What is it doing to your body? And what happens when the injections stop? Today, we're going to break down the science, the hype, and the part that nobody wants to talk about. We're going to talk about today. We're going to get real. So,
Okay.
Sir
All right.
Richard?
That's all right. Well, we'll deep dive into just a little bit of science, just so that you have some clue as to actually what's going on. Then we're going to break it down street level, and we'll be talking about it. So, what is this GLP-1 thing? It's crazy name. What's that? Well, it's a glucagon-like peptide. That's what it stands for. All right.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Now you do.
Yeah.
All right. And it's a peptide hormone that's produced by intestinal cells and certain neurons in the brain stem after eating. So this is something your body makes.
Okay.
Okay. And what does it do? Why does it make that? It helps control glucose. That's the number one thing. And that was the big thing that it was first made for, the synthetic stuff.
It was made for type 2 diabetes.
Yep. And then they found this side avenue that, you can lose weight by it. So then it became this famous weight loss drug. But, how does it do that? Well, by stimulating your insulin release from the pancreas when blood sugar is high, inhibiting that crazy word, glucagon secretion, which slows gastric emptying your stomach and increases the feeling of fullness after meals.
So basically, it slows down the emptying process of the digestion process. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what it does. So that's the big thing. So, so what is really wrong with that?
I mean, but what happens? Okay, so we're getting these injections, right? Everybody's doing it. And we're not mad at you, right? We're just trying to follow the process and just talk about it. Okay, so you stop the injections. What happens when you just stop or start?
Well, when you start, what's going to happen is, as I just mentioned, it's going to slow down the gastric emptying of your stomach. So all the stuff you just ate is not going to move through at its normal speed. It's going to slow down things. So you get that fullness feeling.
You feel full, but then also the processing could cause some, I don't even know what I'm trying to say now, but basically it's going to increase the chances of it getting irritated in your stomach.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's why if you look at the some of the side effects of it, I mean, it's all kinds of GI interruptions go on. Constipation, nausea, vomiting. You can get into gallbladder issues, kidney issues, increases heart rate. Because just think of what it's doing. Your body has a normal mechanism. You eat, you chew, goes down, esophagus, down it goes, gets down to the stomach. Stomach's like a washer machine. Okay, and you got acids in there, you got enzymes in there. All this stuff is working in there. Okay, and it gets to a certain point, and then it needs to move on, get out of the stomach, and move on and start feeding the bloodstream, get those nutrients into you. Now, what this is saying is, whoa, put on the brakes.
Yeah, turn the switch off.
Yep, turn the switch off. We're not going to do that. So, in order for that switch to go off, like that. You have to force it to go off.
Mm,
So it's forcing your body to stop. And then it's like putting on the brakes on the freeway.
yeah.
It's like,
Not good. No
no.
bueno. It's also known as a brake
Yeah,
job,
yeah,
right?
right, right, right. So that's what happens. And anytime you force the body to do something like that, there's going to be ramifications to it. And, what happens when you stop taking this stuff? Well, guess what?
You go back to
You go back to where you started
yeah.
from
I think
because that's the issue is not the GLP-1 that your body produces. That's not the issue.
the issue is
The issue is your affair with food and your lifestyle.
okay.
That's the problem
Mhm.
because, you can do all these things. Look at all the other weight loss programs that are out there because that's basically what this is, a
Mhm.
weight loss program. And what happens when you stop?
Yeah.
If you have not learned the habits and the lifestyle that you need to lead, you're going to go right back.
Mhm. So basically, I mean, it is a useful tool, I think, for certain folks. I won't even say certain folks that are in health compromising positions. Again, going back to the diabetics. Um, when you're using that, it's like you have to find a program or something to balance it off because it's not designed for you to be on forever. Okay,
Right,
this is a
right.
short term use. Um,
It's like the keto diet.
exactly.
Be on it for a short period of time, not make it your lifestyle.
Yeah, the lifestyle is your actual developing an eating regimen. It is understanding nutrition, how to read labels, and of course, dun dun dun, dun, working out. You have to work out. So when I see people that are on this weight loss drug, not
Mhm.
because they're diabetic, just because
Right.
they need a jump start to losing the weight. They are feeling good. They dropped the 20, 30 pounds and they're looking good. They're out there living their best life. But guess what? They're not creating the habits that's going to be sustainable for them to keep that weight off naturally on
Right.
their own free
Right.
will. So,
And the thing that, one of the things that concerns me when people do that is, and you've heard me say it a bunch of times on here, test,
mm,
don't guess.
yeah, test don't guess.
So you're going into this weight loss regimen. What condition is your body in? Not all bodies can handle it well. And if you don't know where you're at, you could be making things worse.
I mean, slowing down or turning off any mechanism that's the flow of especially the digestive process, that's ultimately over time going to break something else. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the time frame is. I'm sure we're going to get some questions like, how long can I be on it? Each person is going to be different. Your body type is different. Your constitution is different.
Hmm.
So there's no generalization. We can say, oh, it's 6 months and then you'll be fine. Because we know personally folks that have been on this for anywhere from 3 months to a few years. And it goes back to what else is
Hmm.
breaking now?
Right.
And we're
Right.
seeing those type of issues.
And the other thing that comes to mind is what are you really taking?
And synthetic
A synthetic peptide, one that was made in the lab
in the lab.
that has stabilizers, preservatives, water for the injection, and a couple other things in there. Now, we all know about food and preservatives and all that. Now you're going to inject preservatives into your body.
Yeah,
That's no bueno.
yeah, yeah.
That's not
But you know
good.
what? It also speaks to like I know it speaks to like where you're at. Like our biggest job in life, everyone, not just us, is to meet people where they're at and then grow and evolve, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
when you meet somebody where they're at and they're struggling with their weight and it's impacting other areas of their life, they want to do something drastic. And I
Hmm.
respect that. I understand that. Don't let this, 140 question. Don't I get it. Like I've been there. Trust me. But it's like you have to do the work. Like, what's the root cause of the weight gain?
Hmm.
Is it stress? Is it an unhealthy attachment to food? we're going to talk about this on the 14th on Saturday at
Mhm.
the Health Expo. But there's all of these elements that go into play or play into the factor when you have an unhealthy relationship with food. And for me, my personal opinion, that's what a lot of this is. So when we get into a situation where we are looking for improvement in our health, that's great. That's we
Mhm.
want to applaud that. We want to cheerlead that. But when we start to ask the deeper question is, does reducing appetite automatically cause a healthy relationship with food? And that's not the
Mhm.
case.
Mm.
We have to deal with the actual issue. You shedding all this weight off, and then you get off your meds or your supplements, and then boom,
You'll
not
go
only
back.
the weight gets on, and now it's a psychological thing, like, oh dang, now I'm a Biggie Smalls again.
Mhm.
What happened? What do I do? And then you're doing this roller coaster of emotions and verbal abuse, your
Right,
self verbal
right.
abuse,
Yep, yep.
it's a psychological thing.
When I look at myself, and I'll use myself as an example. So right now, currently, I am at 197 pounds.
Hmm,
I came down from 230 pounds. Now, why did I come down? Number one, let's start there. Well, you know how it is when you're going up and up and up and up, clothes getting tighter.
yep.
And you got to spend more money now, getting bigger size, bigger size, bigger size. Now you look at your closet and you got everything from, the small, medium to large, extra large, double
Mm.
extra large. And it's like, I'm like a boutique here,
Yeah,
store
you've
here.
got a store.
I got all the clothes to fit everybody. And I just got tired of that. But in addition to that, because I chose to get tested and not guess, blood pressure's up, inflammation's up, sugars are up, all the bad stuff is
All
up.
the things are up.
Yep. And I'm saying, okay, now I
Were
don't
they
want,
considered pre-diabetic?
yep,
Yeah. Okay.
yep. My A1C got as high as 6.4.
Mm,
And I'm just like, oh, I got to do something.
mhm,
And I didn't want a pill for everything that was out of whack. I'm like, okay, so I need to take control of this body.
mhm.
And I think we all know what to do, but it's a decision. Do I do that or do I not? Because we can come up with all
Oh
kinds of
yeah.
reasons of why
Really good
not to
excuses.
do it. And I'm just like, it's got to stop somewhere. Either I'm going to be on all these pills and for the rest of my life, or I'm not going to be on these pills and do something about it.
Mm.
So took a look at my diet. Started getting that in line, eating more whole foods, not eating out so often.
Gotta get you.
That'll get you everything. You don't know what these folks are making back there. You don't know what seed oils or whatever else they doing. Who's sick back there? You don't know any of that stuff. Just go out and don't get me wrong. I love to go out and eat,
Same.
but I had to make that choice where I needed to take some control of the
Mhm.
situation. Exercise. Now we all know we need to exercise. I think we're all told when we're little kids, get some exercise, get some sleep, and eat right.
That's pretty much it.
That
That
is the
is the
formula.
prescription, ladies and gentlemen. It's not rocket science.
Yep,
Is it challenging in today's day and age? Abso-freaking-lutely.
yep,
Do you have to schedule, you have to be intentional with your
mhm,
health. Because
yep,
if you're going to pay for it now or pay for it later.
yep.
And again, we have some really good excuses. You know what I mean? We can justify our limitations, but at some point we really need to, draw a line in the sand. It's like, you know what? I'm
Mhm,
gonna do it. At least give it a try.
yeah,
We're not gonna say that it's gonna work 100% of the time, even though it will.
mhm,
You just have to
mhm,
stick to it.
yep,
You have to stick to it because if the root issue is of stress and eating, emotional eating, um, it, or is it a metabolic dysfunctional type of
mhm,
thing, right? Where is it you don't have time to meal prep? Is it you're happy, so we're gonna go out and eat?
mhm.
Is it we're sad, so we're gonna go out and eat? Is it, I broke up with my boyfriend, so we're gonna go out and eat? Like there's always something behind it, but the stress levels that will hold on to how your body is processing. So now we inject ourselves We
Mhm.
slow down the process, but we haven't got rid of the stress.
No, we haven't. We
We
haven't.
haven't got rid of any of that. So now, it's compounding. Although you looking good in them jeans,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I mean? And you're probably feeling a little bit of,
Mhm.
self-esteem is up because everybody's
Yep.
like, "Ooh,
Yeah. Yep.
baby got back."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, back to me. So I started working out. And you got right away you got the first dilemma. Okay, I'm gonna work out. What am I gonna do?
When are you gonna do?
Well,
When are you
do
gonna do it, and
when
what are you going to do?
and where am I gonna
Where are you
do
gonna
it?
do it at?
You got all those things. So I decided, I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna buy a couple of weights off of Amazon.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it in my house. Because going to a place right then, it just wasn't fitting in with my lifestyle at the
Mm.
time to go somewhere to a gym or whatnot, pay 100 bucks a month, and I use it once every 3 months. And yeah, I know myself.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't going to do that. So I just started at home. And I started, lifting some weights and doing a little cardio. Guess what? You can go on YouTube. You can find a whole routine
And it's free
free.
99.
Right, right. And I started following that. And I want to tell you, when you lose that first 5 pounds without drugs,
Mhm.
oh my God, you feel so
Yeah.
good.
Accomplished.
Yeah, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah.
getting there. And not eating out. So now you got a little more money.
Yeah.
We got more money than month right now because you're not eating out all the time.
Yeah.
And
And time.
you look at the prices right now. Oh my God,
Yeah.
you eat out 2, 3 times a week. That's bad.
Yeah.
So,
Really.
then the weight started coming off, start feeling better. And when you're able to get into some of those smaller sizes, you go to a different rack in the closet. you
That
got
middle
the
rack.
you got the smaller sizes in there. You're like, I ain't been in this in two
Yeah.
years. I mean, that feels so good. So you start getting this rush and then you want to do it more. And I think the other thing is once you do it just for a little while, I
Mhm.
mean, you can do it for maybe a week or two and skip a day.
Oh, you're gonna feel it.
Oh, it's like something's missing. It's
Yeah,
like,
because
what's
you feel like even like your day at work,
Yeah.
you feel a little sluggish, not as,
Mhm. Yep. Yep. And then heaven forbid you skip like 2, 3, 4 days a week, which I did
and it's gonna
during the
happen.
Yeah, I did it.
It's
I
gonna
did it.
happen.
I went to pick up the same weights, they felt 10 pounds heavier.
Mhm.
I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm starting all over again." But that told me I had made progress.
Mhm.
So I just started in again and there was a lot of stop, starts, but I stayed at it. I didn't just give up. And then I'm down to 197. In high school, in high school, I played football at 212, and I'm lower than that now.
Wow. Honestly, I don't know anyone that's addicted to the gym. I don't know
Mm,
anybody that's like, "Ooh, LA Fitness, let's go." People get addicted to the results.
mhm.
They feel better if maybe they don't immediately see the 5 pounds. You can't see it on yourself, right?
Right,
But your
right.
jeans might fit a little different.
Yep,
It's the feeling. It's when you start to see, oh, I got a little definition in my
yeah,
arms,
yeah,
or I'm
yeah.
starting to get compliments, or you have more energy,
Mhm.
or you don't have any more spikes,
Yeah, yeah.
or your heart rate is starting to go down. Like all of these things are byproducts of going to the gym. Nobody gonna love the gym. You ain't gonna, I don't know. If
Right.
you do, then kudos. Tell us your trick. But you don't necessarily get addicted to that. You get addicted to the feeling that
Right,
comes across
right.
when you work out and you bring down these numbers. Like
Mhm.
again, we're not demonizing medication at all. We are believers
Yep.
in all of the things, okay? But we are saying this is um, preventative.
Right,
You
right.
can change your life, and it starts with your food, your diet, and then exercise. Exercise, sleep,
Mhm.
and nutrition.
Right,
These are
right.
three things that we all learned. To Rich's point, we learned these in kindergarten, but we kind of gotten away from that because we live in this fast-paced world, and
Mhm.
we have to manage so many elements of life, including work and drive and traffic, and Lord knows what's going on in this world.
Mhm.
But we can take ownership of our body, our person, and what we
Right.
do with it. You can carve out 45 minutes. And if
Yeah.
you can't, you got bigger problems.
Yeah.
Like
No, that's for
you
sure.
don't have time to pray, you don't have time to meditate, you don't have
Mhm.
time for self-care, then that's another podcast.
Yeah.
That might be another two podcasts. Like that this stuff ain't your biggest problem.
Yep. Yep. And, here's a fun thing to do. You talk to people and I said, you ask them, how much weight would you like to lose? Oh, I'd like to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds.
Mhm.
Go to one of the sporting goods store and find some of them dumbbells and pick up that amount of weight
Mm.
and see what it feels like.
Oh, that
Because I did that. And, I picked up that 30-pound weight. I'm like, this is heavy as heck. This is what I'm carrying around all day.
yeah.
No wonder my blood pressure high, this high, that's high. No wonder freaking body is struggling here. Like, help a brother out.
Yeah.
So, that's one thing you can do just because that's something you can feel. You can almost taste it. Like, wow, that's heavy. I'm carrying all that.
Yeah.
And, right now, again, 197. Blood pressure is normal on no medications. Um, my C-reactive protein, how much inflammation you have in the body. When I was 230, it was at 3.8. Anything over 3
It's a problem.
is a problem. I had a 30% chance of having a cardiac episode at any moment. 30%.
Yeah.
I can drop dead at any time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible. And what is it now? It's 0.5.
Yeah. But knowing is half the battle
Yeah,
per
you
GI Joe.
gotta, yeah,
You have to know.
you gotta
Like
know.
we will say it to the cows come home. Test, 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 test. What's
Yep.
your phrase? Test,
Test,
don't
don't
guess.
guess. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So get your blood work so you know where you're at. Like a lot of doctors, no shade, kind of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
are giving you all these medications without, it's not their life. It's
Right.
your life. So if you're going there crying and sobbing about how you need to lose this weight and the numbers aren't moving, you can't get the numbers to move, even though you haven't done the damn work, then they're going to give you something.
Yep.
They,
Yep.
that's part of their job. They don't want to get sued because they didn't give you something. So they give you something.
Right.
But
Right.
you can do this on your own. 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 100 pounds.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the consistency, having a support system,
Mm-hmm.
having, a jar that you can put your excuses in and just
Yep.
move past it. Because we're talking about not we're talking about gut health. We're talking about blood sugar balance.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about stress hormones, sleep,
Yep.
movement, all of the key factors that impact your entire livelihood.
Right.
Not
Right.
just, oh, if this is diabetic. Well, yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
It impacts all of it.
Yeah, it
And we have to
does.
look at all of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just because your genes, we're not looking at your genes, okay? We don't care about the swimsuit season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we do, but we want you to be happy. But
Yep.
at the same
Yep.
time, you got to do the work and you
Yep.
have to at least try.
Yep.
If you're not willing to try, just know you're going to be okay with being on this medication for the rest of your life and
Mm-hmm.
shutting down one of the major systems in your body that's supposed to flow.
Yep.
You're either turning it off completely or you're slowing it down, which
Mhm.
ultimately the body's going
It's
to be
gonna
like, F
cause
it.
issue.
I'm going to just chill. They
Yep.
don't want me on, fine.
Yep. Yep.
I'm going to
Yep.
turn off.
Yep.
And then what happens when that happens, Dr. Ritz?
Then you're gonna have all kinds of problems. And we talked on a prior podcast about the 7 tissue systems
Yes.
and how important they are. And what's the first one? The blood system. And what is the blood system fed by? The nutrition that you take in. So if you start cutting back on this nutrition, because when it sits in that acid longer, what do you think happens to it?
And he's talking about the digestive fire, that
Yeah.
digestive juices that break down the food.
It's eating everything up. So by the time you get it, how much nutrition is really left in it? Now you got poor quality blood. Now you start the domino effect. You know, my cholesterol back then was 240. What is it today? It's 150.
Wow.
No drugs. No drugs. It's just me making the decision to do the things that we're talking about. And you just see it tick down, tick down, tick down, tick down. So it can be done. That's the thing. It can be done. And anytime you force the body
To
to
do
do
something.
anything, that's not good. That's not because that's all prescriptions really do. They're forcing the body to do something that it doesn't want to do. And at the same time, people say, well, the body can heal itself. Well, allow it to heal
Yeah.
itself. But guess what? You need a little help from you.
Yeah. You
What
have
you
to do
put
some
in
work.
it. Yeah. It's what you put in it, what you do with it. If you got all these, if you're overweight and you have all this, your numbers are high, like mine was, you don't get good sleep.
Yeah.
And you know what it's like when you get interrupted in your sleep.
Mhm.
You get all cranky and irritable and
Oh, I'm the worst. I can't. Look, I'm listen, y'all. Don't do that. Give me my snacks and give me my naps. Listen, don't disrupt my slumber.
Yeah, yeah. And so then you're on the treadmill at that point in time.
Mhm.
You're just
And,
chasing
and
yourself.
yeah, chasing yourself. And he's not talking about the good treadmill. He's talking about the treadmill to the cemetery. Like you're on a slow pace. I mean, we all are. It's inevitable, right?
Right,
But we want to be here as long as we can and have the best quality of life as long as we can.
right.
But this is just us giving
Yeah,
you insight on where
that's
we're
it.
at so you
Yeah,
truly understand what is GLP-1,
yeah,
what does it do to your body when you stop taking it. Did we talk about that?
yeah, yeah. We talked
Yeah.
about that. The balloon goes back up.
The balloon goes back up.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you have to deal with all the psychological damage that you're doing to yourself. So you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to call
Oh, this
midstream.
failed,
Yes.
here we go,
Again,
woe
here
is
I go
me.
again.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep, yep,
No.
yep. So
I'm not gonna tell. I don't want to tell anybody because I don't want to be embarrassed.
that
F everybody else.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at some point, you have to be okay with making a decision that may be frowned upon from the greater good, the
Mhm,
outside world, okay, from the peanut gallery. And that's what I mean. We're here. If you don't have someone that you feel that's in your corner, which we all have that little snake in the grass
mhm.
that seems like they're rooting for us, but be the first one like, oh girl, let's go take a shot. You know, yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta leave
yeah,
folks behind.
yeah, yeah,
The weight and the people you have to leave behind. But we're here. We are cheering for you. We are
yep.
here as a support system. We're trying to build a community of like-minded people
Mhm,
in every area. I don't care what city you are in. There is some group collective that are out there doing yoga, that are running or walking or stretching at the park for free. You just have to show up. You have to put your ego aside,
yep.
your nerves aside, and stand
Mhm,
up and fight for yourself.
mhm.
That's it. No one's good. There is no knight in shining armor. There's
No,
no
mm-mm.
superhero that's going to come in and rescue you. You got to rescue your damn self.
That's right.
Period. You
That's
have to
right.
take ownership and want to do it. And you can do it.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I did it. Why can't
Yep.
you do it? I'm no different than you are.
Yep.
Yeah, I can tell you all the times that, yeah, I hid the chocolate chip cookies in the
Oh
cabinet so
man.
nobody would see them. I can tell you about the fig Newtons I bought and put the whole row down
Yeah.
and, did all that stuff. But I kept getting back up.
Yep.
That's the thing. You're going to fail. You're going to trip. You're going to slip.
But that means you're trying.
Yep. Yep.
If you never fail, that means you ain't tried shit. Okay, let's just call a spade a spade. So
Yep.
if you are failing, that's good. You just have to get back up.
Yep. Just
And you're
get
going to
back up.
learn something from them. Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't even buy the circus animal cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even buy them. Or maybe I'm just going to have
Nobody can
one.
eat one of those things.
I know.
Oh,
You know
they're
what I
so
used to do?
good.
And I still do it every once in a while. I'll get the circus animal cookies and vanilla ice cream and I mix
Oh
them
my
together.
God. That's
Complete, utter,
Ooh,
just.
ooh.
But I
I
have
used
self
to bite the
control.
legs off one at a time, make it to make it last.
You sick. See, I told you. Who takes the legs off the circus animal cookies? That is cruel and unusual punishment, y'all. But we're normal.
Yeah.
We have normal stuff. We do whacked out. One of us more than other. Crazy things. But at the end of the day, moderation.
Yep.
Do not
100%.
guilt yourself and just try better the next day.
Yep.
You have two cookies one day. Okay, maybe you have one. Maybe you skip
Mm-hmm.
a day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just baby steps.
May
But
have just half a row. Don't have the
yeah,
whole row.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm really curious on like what the research is going to be on all the people that are on the big O and
Yeah.
all those other like drugs.
Well, there's a lot of research out there on it that says it's somewhat okay,
Mhm.
is basically what it boils down to. But because the money involved
Oh, of
in
course.
that, it's just like everything else where there's a lot of money involved. We're gonna,
Milk it out
we
a little
know
bit.
this is not really good for you, but we'll say it's okay. You take it, and we'll get the money, and so on and so forth. But synthetic, made in a lab, no, no, don't do that. Don't do it. Give your body, do the things we've been talking about, and guess what? Your body will produce what you need,
Mhm.
and then you'll be in free sailing at that point in time.
Yeah. You just have to keep it up and then
Yep,
spread the word.
yep,
You know what I
yep,
mean?
yep.
Tell other people how you did it. Tell everybody, be a testimony. Tell
Yeah.
your story so folks know that they are not alone. It's okay to eat the legs off the circus. I'm never gonna let that go. It's okay when you actually feel good, but you actually are gaining weight because you're actually gaining muscle.
Mhm,
You know what I mean?
mhm.
It's okay that you cried because, you just had a breakdown because of whatever reason it is. It's okay. But the
Yep.
more I think we tell our stories in a way to uplift
Mhm,
someone, not
mhm.
necessarily a pity party,
Right,
but
right.
to like, hey, I did this too. Like, you can do it. I did it. Like, let's just keep it pushing. And you never know when that story is going to come
That's
from.
right.
From
That's
somebody at
right.
the grocery store, from somebody in your office, somebody in your home. You could be an inspiration to
Yeah,
them. You just never know what somebody else is going through.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And you never know, like I said, you never know what that trigger is gonna be. One of my triggers, I went into Walmart to get a belt because 'cause I'm getting bigger and bigger. I got, "Man, I need another belt here."
Jeez.
So now I'm at the end of the belt rack. And I'm like,
What
so
is this
so
belt?
now I'm in with the 60s and the 50s, and
Ew.
I'm like, good Lord, that's a whole cow. Just to make one belt for me. I'm like, how big am I gonna get? I get any bigger. I can't even wear a belt. I have to put a rope around
Yeah,
it.
you got these suspenders.
Oh my God, suspenders. But there's gonna be something. Just stick with it and you can do it.
Yeah,
I mean, you really can.
you got this.
Here's the testimony, one testimony right here. You can do it.
My testimony is the opposite, right? Like, I was always really, really petite. I still am very, very thin.
Mhm.
And just side note, when you tell somebody that they're really, really thin, like, oh my God, you're so, it's offensive. Okay, small people, we don't like that. We're sensitive about our weight as well. So
Mhm.
mine was gaining weight. So I would be on all of these protein shakes and crap fillers, the opposite, to
Mhm.
gain weight. And either way, it's not natural. I was putting synthetic things in my body, and that caught up with me with having digestive issues. So then I stopped and I was like, you know what? How about I just do some old fashioned squats? How about I lift up some weight? And guess what? Boom.
That's right.
All the problems went away. My booty looked amazing. Okay. Just saying. But yeah, so it was like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, different person, same thing,
Mhm.
different body.
Yep.
Everybody's gonna go through it. Everyone's gonna go through it at some point in life. But when you're staying on top of it or you're noticing it, if you are on these GLP-1s and you're questioning it, you're noticing some of the things, the diarrhea, the constipation, the nausea, like all of those things, like holler at us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll walk you through it. I mean, again, it's a decision.
Yep.
It's a decision to try another way. It's just another alternative way to getting to your destination or whatever that looks like.
Yep. Yep. So we appreciate all of you. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the followers. Keep hitting us up on that. And with the questions, we're here to help you. We're in it with you.
Yes, we
Okay.
are.
Full time. So don't feel like you don't want to reach out. I don't want to bother them. Hey,
Mhm.
bother us.
Yeah, that's what we are.
That's why we're doing this. Why we started this podcast. So
Because otherwise we're gonna end up talking to each other, and we're gonna be comedy hour. But still, we're here for you.
all right, folks.
All right.
You have a good one. Peace out.
Bye.